Back in the early 2000s, when Yu-Gi-Oh! Was brand new in North America, it was everywhere. Obviously, people played the card game and watched the TV show, but because of how popular those two things were, Yu-Gi-Oh! As a brand was featured on a lot of other unrelated products. You had things like Yu-Gi-Oh! Cereal, Yu-Gi-Oh! Action figures, Yu-Gi-Oh! Hot Wheels, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! Soap. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Was very big in the early 2000s, and I remember a lot of those weird products, but there are a lot of products that have been forgotten about. And yeah, I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh! Being a big part of my life, but even I don't remember every single weird product that was released back in the early 2000s. Some of them, though, I do remember, and one thing that I remember buying back in the day was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pin. Blockbuster always used to have these. Yeah, I know that makes me sound old, but I went to Blockbuster a lot as a kid, and they did have Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs and Yu-Gi-Oh! Products, and yeah, they had Yu-Gi-Oh! Pins. I don't know which one I bought. Maybe I bought a Joey one, but I can't really remember at this point. Now, pins are a pretty good idea. Cards are collectible, pins are collectible, so I do understand where they were coming from, and even nowadays, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pins are still around in some capacity, both officially and unofficially, so I can understand why they released pins. Now, as far as I can tell, these were not around for that long. It is pretty hard finding information about them, but there were like these starter packs, and also there was at least one expansion pack with a lot of other pins, but this was a pretty interesting product that I hadn't thought about for like at least 10 years. That was up until a few weeks ago at my locals when I saw a very old box on their shelf. Now, this box was covered in dust. It looked pretty beat up, and when I saw it instantly, I was brought back to those old days in Blockbuster, and I was like, oh my gosh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pins. I haven't thought about these in so long. I have to buy this. And yeah, they charged me a bit more than the price tag on the actual box. I think they probably bought it at a garage sale way back in the day, but these are a little bit more expensive than they were 20 years ago. This particular box was from 2003. I believe the expansion pack was from that same year as well. So I don't know exactly what's in here. I think there's a Yugi and Kaiba starter set in here, which has a few pins, but like I said, there was also an expansion pack where, at least according to the back of this box, there were 18 total pins. So I think this one is predetermined, but we'll take a look inside. The idea of the collectible trading pins isn't that new. So they give you a duelist strap, as they call it on the box, and you're supposed to display all of your pins on there as you wear it, and then you can trade with your friends or whatever. Now, I don't think this was very successful. Obviously, younger children do enjoy playing Yu-Gi-Oh! As a card game, especially back then, but trading pins are kind of in their own section. I feel like the audience for collectible pins is going to be a bit older than trading card games just on average. I could be wrong, but I don't really remember anyone buying these pins back in the day. Like I said, I bought one, but that was just like a one-time thing. I never bought them ever again. So this is kind of a weird product that maybe wasn't marketed correctly, but yeah, in today's video, I wanted to open up this box and we can kind of see what's inside. Like I said, this is from 2003, so this is from very old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when the Yu-Gi-Oh! Brand was featured on a lot of random products. Okay, so I now realize that this box is way too big to actually put in front of the camera, so here's what it says on the back. I'll make sure to put a picture on the screen. It says, "Welcome to the new and exciting world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Collectible trading pins. Now you can collect and trade Yu-Gi-Oh! Pins with all your friends. Inside each Yugi and Kaiba base set, you will find 3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Pins, a collector's guide, and a duelist strap. All of these items will help you start your own collection of Yu-Gi-Oh! Collectible trading pins. To complete your collection, look for expansion packs. Series 1 has 18 pins. Some pins will be harder to find, so trading among your friends will increase your chances of completing the entire collection." And yeah, that's pretty cool. It sounds pretty much like any other collectible pin type of thing. And yeah, let's open this up on camera for you guys and see what is inside here. I think the sides did give me a little preview, but as you can see, it is way too big to open on camera here, but I'll try to do that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's a whole bunch of weird. Okay, so this is not what I thought it was at all. This is like, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Yugi starter packs and 5 Kaiba starter packs. So here we go. We have Kaiba and Yugi. These are their base sets. Yeah, not quite as valuable or sought after as the actual starter decks for Yugi and Kaiba with the TCG, but they're still pretty cool to have here. Kind of a weird shape, honestly. So on the back here, this is what's going to be inside. We have a Yugi pin, a winged dragon guardian of the fortress #1 pin. That's a long name to put on there. And a summoned skull pin, and then this weird like lanyard thing. So yeah, let's take a look and open this up. Like I said, at Blockbuster, they just sold like the expansion packs that would have been single pins. I think I own Joey, but I can't really remember. Maybe it was like Red Eyes. I don't even know what's in the set. So we have the set breakdown there, but we'll look at that in a moment. So we have this, oh my gosh, this is adorable. This little lanyard from like 2003. Can you imagine like showing up to a tournament with this? I'm gonna do that at the next tournament. I'm just gonna have one of these, and I'm gonna open all the other base sets and just have like 100 pins. Oh man, this is funny. Actually, Konami does give out lanyards. Oh, what the heck is at the top there? The top is just like, oh, it's Velcro. Very cool, I guess. I don't know. Kind of weird. But Konami does still do lanyards, or at least they did pretty recently at UDS events. Those lanyards are a bit higher quality than this one right here, but this is still pretty cool. So I don't think I ever owned a starter set for these. Like I said, I think I just owned that one pin. So first up, we have Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress #1. That is like the longest name ever. Why would they make this card into a pin? I mean, I guess it's a Yugi card, but still. And then we have the great, the powerful Summoned Skull. So I think that this is like the rare, because it said that you had 2 common pins and 1 rare pin. Yugi and Winged Dragon have red Millennium puzzles behind them, and Summoned Skull has a green one. So I'm pretty sure that Summoned Skull is the rare. But yeah, there's all the pins for the Yugi base set. I mean, would this get people like excited about collecting pins? I don't really know, because what are you gonna do if all of your friends just get the base sets? I mean, yeah, it's cool that you have a couple like cool cards as pins, and you do have Yugi and stuff, but you can't really trade with people that only have other base set pins, so you'd all have to like buy expansion packs. Let's try to see which cards were featured in here though. So I do remember owning one of these, so they must include this in every single expansion pack. Oh gosh, this is gonna be way too big. So we'll do the top half here. So the base sets are the top 6 pins. Then we have the expansion pack, Series 1, which, like I said, I'm pretty sure this only had 1 series. So we have a bunch of different characters there, different cards. La Jin is pretty cool. We got Reaper of the Cards. That's a funny one. There is a Red Eyes, but no Joey. So maybe I didn't own Joey. I think I owned Red Eyes B Dragon. That's obviously a Joey card, so I can see how I would get that mixed up. And then at the bottom there, we have some really cool cards. Exodia, Dark Magician, and Blue Eyes White Dragon. They couldn't include the Dark Magician and Blue Eyes in the base sets, huh? I guess not. But yeah, some pretty cool cards there. Obviously all like super old school cards. I mean, that's like this time period. This is what they had. So it makes sense. I think those are pretty good choices. I swear I've seen like a Slifer pin though, so I don't know if there was like an extra expansion. Maybe they did extra expansions, but it is so hard finding information about this product. Pretty much the only place I've been able to find this has been like eBay. So it's just like for sale posts. It's not really people like talking about its history. Yeah, I really had a difficult time finding out information about this product. I don't know if there was a series 2, but maybe there was, who knows. So we have the Kaiba base set here. We have Rude Kaiser, Sword Stalker, and Kaiba. I mean, those are pretty cool cards. Summoned Skull could be all of them, but yeah, there we go. So those are the 6 base set pins. What the hell am I going to do with the other base sets that I own? I have no idea. So when I first bought that, I didn't read it at all. I didn't know it was a base set, which is basically like their starter decks. So I thought it was going to be like a bunch of the blister packs that I remember seeing at Blockbuster and stuff, but I didn't realize that it was just like the same pins. I am a little relieved though, because I thought that that box only had 1 base set for each character, and that'd be like a lot of money to spend for just 6 little pins here and 2 lanyards, I guess. For what it's worth, I don't think these are bad pins. Like, they're metal, I think. They seem like they're metal. They look pretty nice. They're fairly detailed. I think for like 2003 pins, this is actually a very good looking product. It's just that I don't think people at that time really cared about pins. Not that people super care about pins right now, but I mean, people put pins on things. I've seen a lot of people that like put pins on their backpack and stuff like that at events and just in general, but I don't know if back in 2003 kids were putting these on their backpacks, and I really don't think they were wearing lanyards and walking around trying to trade these pins with their friends. Maybe I'm wrong, but that did not go on at my school, at least. Let me know in the comments, though, if you guys ever interacted with these pins. Did you buy them? Did you trade them with your friends? Did you wear the lanyard to school? I'd love to hear your guys' stories about this product. Anyway, though, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Kind of a silly video, kind of a not so serious video, but this product is very cool, and it just reminds me of the early 2000s when Yu-Gi-Oh! Was featured on so many different products. Nowadays, we do have a lot of cool Yu-Gi-Oh! Products, but back then it was like really big and it was on like everything in like regular grocery stores, where nowadays you have to look online for that stuff usually. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you later though. Goodbye.